Well, certainly had there been a robust alert system and had people had action plans to go along with it, because those alerts, they don't save your life if you don't know where to go when you get them. But had that been in place, we couldn't have protected the property that got damaged, but we could have saved hopefully almost every life. I don't want to say every single one, but death during a flash flood is ultimately preventable.
Finding a lot little girl photo.
Oh yeah, endless. Little shorts from Camp Mystic.
I'm hoping it's dirty clothes.
It was laundry, just like that laundry bag right there.
No.
Listen. The warning wasn't soon enough for many. So I think that warning system, somehow, it is possible. If we can separate atoms, we can warn people to get to safety.
We don't have crystal balls, but what we do have is a really good understanding of physics. We have very good numerical weather prediction models. And in addition, we have great meteorologists in the National Weather Service who work with emergency managers and try to communicate with them and make sure that everyone understands what the risks are. And we've seen that those folks have been some of the first to be cut as the National Weather Service has reduced its staff. So that's something that's very concerning. And then we've also seen some loss in things like weather balloons, things that give us information in real time. You can have the best model in the world, but if you don't know what the conditions are when you start, that uncertainty is going to get bigger and bigger as you go forward in time. Often these emergency systems are very reliant on one person who is, for the town or the county, the emergency manager. And often they're wonderful people who've taken on, like, they'll work at the school and maybe they help to take care of the water supply system. And they're just people who are often doers and contributing to a lot of different things. But that's a very fragile system when you're relying on one person to get that notification early in the morning. And so I think that's a huge piece of it. Those people are great. We need to make sure that we're supporting them, but we need to make sure that we have systems that don't rely only on those people who are often volunteers, or even if they're not volunteers, often they're so underpaid and under-resourced that they're essentially volunteers.
Several families we've heard from are obviously upset because they say that those warnings, those alerts didn't go out in time, and they also say that people could have been saved. What do you say to those families?
Well, I think everyone did an incredible job under the circumstances. This was, I guess Christy said, a 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000 years. And I just have admiration for the job that everybody did. There's just admiration. Only a bad person would ask a question like that, to be honest with you. I don't know who you are, but only a very evil person would ask a question like that.
You know, I've been getting death threats. Can you imagine? And people cursing us for decisions that we never had a chance to make, and they're just playing a blame game.
When we look at the state flood plan, the only place that I see where there's recommendations for improved monitoring is in Region 4 only. Is it because we're doing this bit by bit? I know this hasn't been around very long, so is it, I guess what I'm saying is, what do we need to do to get the rest of the regions completed?
So we have received recommendations for a flood warning, flood monitoring gauges across the state. So that was one of the findings of this state flood plan. My EA mentioned that before this flood plan, we had 63 counties with no flood hazard information. Now we know where our flood risk is. Every region showed flood risk and the need for solutions. So it was well spread throughout the state. I believe we have almost every region. Some regions have more resources. We know about our coastal region. We've seen hurricanes after hurricanes, so they have more resources in place, but we have solutions from every region.
I see. What I'm understanding is that this isn't centrally planned. We're actually planning within the regions themselves, and resources are not equal across the regions.
That
Okay.
would be accurate.
No,
But there are solutions recommended from almost every region, various solutions recommended and included in the plan.